Well, a big hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Jana's at school today. The sun is shining. Skies are beautiful and blue. And I really wanted to make the most of it, so I'm heading out and I'm going to do a little bit of field walking. The first time I've done some field walking this year. So everybody, join me and let's see what we find. Oh, I've got something quite interesting here actually. To me, that does look like it's been shaped and worked just around the edge. That's been cut quite nicely found. Look at that perfect triangle. It's quite cool. So I think this might be our first item. The sky is actually quite bright today, so it might make it a bit difficult to see what's on his ground. This field was ploughed about 6 weeks or so ago, and it's the first time I've been out here doing a bit of field walking, and this is the site where Jana and I have found lots of incredible items. So I'm hoping this plough has uncovered a few new interesting artifacts. So keep your fingers crossed everybody whilst we have a little search. Okay, that's something that looks quite interesting. Looks like we might have a scraper, but I won't know for sure until I get home and give that a clean. Okay, again, that looks kind of interesting. I'll have a proper roundup when I get home actually, after I've given these items a wash and we've had a proper look. That looks kind of interesting. You might not be able to see that very well on the camera, but that is either a small piece of debitage or it's a tiny piece of microlith, which is what they used during the Mesolithic period. I'll have a proper look again when I get home. Okay, I'm not 100% sure on that because I can't really see it properly in this mud. But, no, it's not that. No, it's just a nodule. Okay. That looks interesting, doesn't it? Look at that. Worth a wash up and have a proper look. I'm not 100% sure on that. I'm going to take that back and give that a wash. I'm not 100% sure on that, to be honest with you. It does look like there's been some working on that. I might take it, give it a wash up, and I'll decide when I get home. Looks like we might have a little blade right in front of me there. That's quite an interesting piece, isn't it? It could just be a broken fragment of flint, but it could also be something a lot more interesting. Okay, I'm not 100% sure. Can't really tell. I think it might be a flint nodule, to be honest with you. But I am willing to take that home and give that a little wash and have a check. Aha! Look at that! I'll give that a proper investigate when I get home as well. But it does look interesting. It's pudding stone. Look at that, everyone. I think that's actually the first pudding stone I've actually found over here, so I'm actually going to take that because they are quite collectible and they are used religiously as well. Just really interesting. Oh wow. Look at that, everyone. I think I've got a little tiny mini axe. Wow. Okay, I'm looking forward to getting that home and giving that a wash so you can have a proper look. Okay, let's carry on. This is actually the area where I have actually found an axe here before. A much larger one though. Look at that. It's a little tiny petite transit. That's very cool. Looks like we might have a hammerstone just there. So I'm going to take that back with me. Okay everyone, I think I might actually call it a day because I have quite a few items in here. I need to get home and wash up and to do the roundup as well, and it's extremely muddy and wet on this actual field today, but it's not a cold day. It's actually quite warm. And look at my boots. They are very muddy, aren't they? Now, I've actually spoken quite a lot about this particular area in many of my previous treasure hunting videos. So if you want to find out more about this actual site, then please check out those previous videos. I'm actually going to be heading straight across this field on my way home and hopefully pick up another item or two on that route. Okay, so here we go. My field walking trip is finished. I found 20 items in total, and out of that I've actually decided to keep 9 of them because after giving them a wash I didn't really see anything on those stones to show that they've been worked. But I'm going to have a quick rundown of what I've got here. Now this here, I actually have more than one of these. I've got several in my collection which I found on that particular field, and they are all shaped the same. So they all have this little tiny handle and this flat scraping surface. Now what that was used for, I have no idea. It's some primitive, either some primitive scraping tool or some kind of spoon, some kind of spoon scraper perhaps. We've got a pudding stone just over there. We have this perfectly flat rock. Well, it's quite rough to be quite honest with you now, but that looks like some kind of abrasive tool used during the flint tool making process. We have this quite a primitive chopping tool just here. It's polished on one side, quite rough on the other, but you can actually see where it's been worked around that edge. Sadly, it's lost how sharp that probably would have been, but that is actually quite a nice little find. Here we've got, again, it was more the shape which I liked and found quite interesting. It's been worked along the edge just there. So we definitely got some kind of a primitive tool just there. We've got ourselves a hammerstone. Again, we find quite a few of them in that location. We have a small cutting tool, and you can see where it's been worked just around the edge there. We have this petite transit small axe, or even possibly even a large arrow, to be honest with you, because you have to remember that during the Mesolithic period some of the animals here in the UK were much bigger. And our star item, this, look how smooth that is. Now I don't believe this was actually used as a working tool. I think this might even be something from the Bronze Age period. And that's the same location I actually found the Bronze Age arrow. So this was most likely placed in a burial, I'm pretty sure of it. It's something ceremonial. This was for high status people, just like that Bronze Age arrow found a few months back. I'm very, very pleased. Okay everybody, a big thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and Jana and I will see you all soon. Bye for now. Bye everybody. Bye.